So let's see, insufficient resources. We will need more of these, so send that. We will need some aluminum, so request that from France. Rubber we can request from Great Britain. Tungsten we have a surplus of. That is amazing. Amazing. Steel we will need more of, so United States there as well. There we go. And chromium we have a surplus of, so that's not needed. And if we start the time, that will go away now, soon. Come on, go away now. Or not. Are we still having a lack of resources? We do. We need some oil. There we go. Now we should have a surplus of oil. Shouldn't we? Little icon. Insufficient. There we go. Insufficient resources done. So, with that out of the way, let's go into getting to know our country. So, Japan starts with Manchuria and Korea, as well as Japan and a bunch of islands here in the Pacific, with divisions scattered all throughout. I believe at least in Hearts of Iron 3, Manchuria was its own entity, but here, at least it is not. And you have a bunch of different divisions of various sorts being spread across here. Here we have Hohei Shidan infantry, which is just 12 infantry, along with support divisions and things like that. And we can organize these into armies, basically. So I think I will do that, where here is all the cavalry along the border with Mongolia, which is quite fitting considering Mongolia is, or was, cavalry focused. So I will do an army here with all cavalry. I think it was one more cavalry here, which you can add to that army as well. And where are the rest of the cavalry? There's supposed to be at least one more. There we have it, Manchu. There we go. Cavalry, and any more cavalry that is available? No, I don't believe so. We could go and search all throughout. No more cavalry, I believe. And this one we can set as a front line over here. So let's do that. Wait, let's do a front line. Oh wait, I forgot that this Mengoku is our friend and ally. So I don't need a front line here against them. They are friends, so we can even have a front line here. So all the units now should be automatically putting themselves along those lines. So they will move there on their own, considering they're now part of Army 1, which will need a commander. He's an old guard, but he has some good ideas, so I think he will be the leader of the Mongolian horde, I suppose, or the Manchurian horde. These are basically a type. Let's go into the division designer to show them off. They're called no, not that one. Not that one. Where is it? Oh, this one. It's a half unit. So it's basically a garrison unit, with those with the arrow down to show them the Shutun Shidan. We can change the template for them to the Hohei Shidan if we want to, and I think we will actually do that because we need some more men here. So for all of these units, they will change the template to Hohei Shidan. That will cost us 88,400 manpower, which we have available, 10,430 infantry equipment, which we do not have, and 520 support equipment, which we do not have. So we kind of need to get started on making more of those things quite rapidly. And the rest of the units here will be allocated to one new army here. And those will be the armies that have... well, let's just add all of them to those armies. All of them that are... This one is a fully Hohei Shidan army, or division, so let's add that to the army. This one as well. And this one... Let's change that to a Hohei Shidan anyway. Yes, I know we don't have the equipment available, but we will eventually. Don't you worry. This one we won't upgrade, this one will be added to the army. Let's see, is there anyone else? Here we go, another one. Let's throw them in there and organize the army here at least, so there's some semblance of unity. And this army will get a commander, Which commander, you might ask? I'm asking the same thing, actually. Here we have a general. He's actually fairly perfect at the moment, 24 out of 24 units. And he will have the front line of, well, that, I guess. And all the units will be moving towards that location and spread across the border. I gotta say though, I was doing when I was trying to learn the game before recording this, I had the most problem with the offensive line, because basically making a combat plan. Because I imagine it to be like in Victoria 2 and in Hearts of Iron 3, you can make battle plans, which are, well, you know, just for yourself, and you can draw lines and where you want them to go. So I was trying to draw lines like this, thinking that's, you know, that it will move along the lines I just drew. That's not how it works at all. So I had to watch the guide video to understand how to do these things and see, you know, how they would move along the line to taking the territory beneath it. So that was helpful. So that will be the straightforward plan immediately, at least for the unit. But now we have all the ships to contend with. We have a lot of ships. I'm not chips, but ships to organize here. So let's start with the fleet here in Tokyo, which have one carrier, a couple of battleships, and heavy cruisers, and so on. And since, you know, we're not going to use the battleships, but we can still put them in a fleet and then put the destroyers there along with it. So I'll try to do something, let's say that works. Let's say that will work as a fleet. It's not too, doesn't need to be too amazing. This is actually just an airfield. So this one will, well, where will they gather? Let's say they will gather here in Osaka. They can gather here. So I will eventually move there, which is fine. Here we still have left 41 ships, so we will divide up all the submarines into one fleet. There's 21 of the bloody things. And those can go to Nagasaki. The submarines can go to Nagasaki. Left here we have 20 ships, destroyers and light cruisers. And I think the destroyers will go to here in, where is this? Hiroshima. Hiroshima I was trying to say, but that's wrong. And here we have 44 more ships. Holy shit, this is just so many ships. Okay, so considering I put all the submarines over here, I think the carrier can be sent to back to Tokyo. That will be the gathering point of all the carriers, so I can make my nice little fleet. The rest of the ships here, though, let's see, do not select that one, combine them all, and then the rest of the ships, wait, I was selected that this was not supposed to be there. Or was it another carrier? Okay, so carrier go here. I said carrier go here, there we go, perfect. The rest of the ships though, holy shit, I'm just messing everything up here. 44 ships, including these carriers here, so they will be deselected. What we have left is 2 battleships and a bunch of destroyers that will aid them. Let's do, well, 9 I guess. Then we have some submarines. They will be in their own, and the rest, the light cruisers, will be in their own thing. Okay, so can we see all the light cruisers? Let's see, light cruisers. There we go. This is not going very well, is it, for me? Here we are. The light cruisers will gather in Tokyo as well, where, you know, the proper fleet will be, with the proper ships. So I think at least some divisions have been made now. Here's submarines, heavy cruisers, battleships, and light cruisers alike. So I will single out the light cruisers and send them on their merry way to Tokyo to join their brethren. and then be divided further. So it's about high time to let time pass, I guess. We've been trying to set this country up for so very, very long now. And I think these units will be sent to the main area. Here we have them all converging on their locations. The two armies at the moment. I actually even think this guy needs to be promoted. I really think he needs to be promoted. What happens when he promotes? All positive traits and 1 skill point will be lost. Oh no. Okay, so that doesn't sound very good. So I kind of need to replace him, don't I? Combat width, own combat width. Okay, so I need a field marshal. I'm sorry. And instead of building transport ships to transport them over, all I have to do now when they're in a port is do strategic deployment. And then I can order them to go here. And they will transport themselves over time there. Which is nice. You can only do it, you know, between your own ports, of course, and you know, when things are known in between. Here we have another one. I think I will strategically deploy that one as well. That can be useful for the invasion of China. And I think that's pretty much all that I have left here. I do have one way over here that could be sent there as well. Here we have some more destroyers for the fleets, but I honestly have so many ships I don't even know where to begin to divide them up with. Maybe there will be an off-camera project, perhaps. Here we have some units available at least. I think this one all Hoishi done except for one, so let's move them all to that area. And that's a pretty good, nice garrison. Maybe for an invasion of Guangxi Click. Okay, so let's time pass further. So the army can reach here in Liaotung. Liaotung, yeah, or Daitan is as Dalian. I mean, where as this port thing is called over here. And I gotta say though, the Chinese do have quite some troops available. What do they think of my little battle plan? Estimated plan value only 10% at the moment. No, it's really good. Advantageous, they consider my plan to be. Even though divisions are still preparing to be in use. So how is the production line going? We'll need 23,000 infantry equipment and making 52 per day. This is going to take a while, isn't it? I think I will need more military factories to put there. So can I take, well, I don't need so many motorized ones, so let's do one more here. I don't think I need so many towed artillery, let's do one more here. And hopefully that will solve itself over time. So let's go with more time. And these divisions can join over here. Along with their friends. And I think I need to add them myself there so they will go on their march. And the merry way. And wait, are these not set to any army? This one might as well just be put here. So wait, now we have 30 brigades there. Let's see. Add them to the front line. Why not add it to the front line? Oh yes, I forgot. I always think it's control right click, but that only selects the units assigned to that order. If I want to add more units, it control click. So there we go, now they're added, and they will march immediately to join everyone else. And here we have Japanese Feeder 1. I kind of want to rename that. It has low supplies, does not matter. I want to rename it to Kwantung. Wait, how do you spell that? Okay, never mind, I won't spell that because I can't spell it. Chinese front. There we go. Chinese front. I could, you know, make my, a new one, but there's no point in that. Here's South Sea of Japan. I don't even know why that shows up. Oh, and there's a couple of different map modes. Here's the default map mode, which has kind of a blend of political map mode with terrain map mode. The closer you zoom in, then suddenly it becomes terrain map mode. And if you zoom out, then it will be like political map mode, which is pretty neat. We have strategic navy map mode, which shows all the different naval areas that you can do. So when you order fleets, let's do one of those army fleets that are already done. Say I want to order them, I can, well, by all means do like that. I could also... Wait, how did I do this again? Never mind. I don't think I will manage. Okay, so I need a commander. I will add him there. And then... wait a second. How did I do this again? Right click to move to province. Okay, I will need to figure that out in the end. I managed to do something cool once. Oh, here it is. Patrol. And then we will do there. So they will patrol in that area, and you can set to other things as well. Such as, okay, we're done with one natural focus, we need to change that out. To search and destroy, convoy raiding and convoy escort. And they will do that in that area, or I could add another one. I could actually add up to 3, I believe, before they will just say, hold on, this is too many. Please, by all means, let us go. So I could add that to East China Sea, and they will patrol the area, escorting the convoys. And if I do this, they will raid enemy convoys, of course, search and destroy enemy fleets in the region, or patrol the area. So I have those options, and if I take that off, you know, I will not have that option anymore. I can, of course, along, you know, as in previous games, that is an option in this game, along with the battle plans. You don't need the battle plans per se. You can micromanagement the army if you want to. That is an option, but you don't have to. So it's a blend between letting the AI do things which you could do in Hearts of Iron 3 and doing it yourself. So it will be a bit more like micromanaging the AI doing it with the battle plans, instead of just pressing take this area, this area, this area, and then set it to Blitzkrieg. This time it will be more like go here, take this line first, when you have secured it, move forward to this one, and so on. I personally quite enjoy it. I think student movement will be a pretty good one, just so I can get as soon as possible to the extra research slot, which will be an initial focus here. Currently the world tension here is 1.9%, thanks to the German Reich. I think they remilitarized the Rhineland. Yes, they did. And gotten that back. It's about time for them. And they will soon do more things, I assume. They tend to do that. One research is done. So can continue on with the radio, which increases reinforcement rate, or go for mechanical computing. But in all honesty, considering how behind we are in various production things, let's go for basic machine tools to increase our industrial capacity, because this lack of infantry equipment is quite ridiculous. Quite ridiculous. And when I was playing this game, trying to get a feel for it, as I mentioned before that I did, the interesting part was when I went into, you know, the Chinese border incident, they gave up. They gave up, you know, the Beijing area and all the way to the Shandong, Hebei, and the Beijing area. And suddenly I had more areas to take, and when I then went for Chinese puppet, they agreed to become my puppet. So I never actually had to fight with China. And then together with China, I knocked out Shanxi, the People's Republic of China, Qibei Sanma, and the Guangxi Clique, as well as Yunnan. Hopefully I didn't butcher too much of that. I at least tried to pronounce it correctly, but they are hard names to do. Hard name. Qibei Sanma. I mean, I like that name. I've seen it so many times, I can't imagine a China without it. Which sounds a bit weird. Oh well. I wonder if there's a region now called Qibei Sanma or Xinjiang.